our own interest as well. So the combination has really got us doing it. And you don't have anything laid out here, but you're going to see us. We're going to do a Stuffed Quahog challenge.
The Great Stuffies
the
Challenge.
Great New England Stuffies Challenge. So we went to places that were requested, and we went to some places that we like ourselves. And we have 7 different Stuffed Quahogs to work with.
We probably could have gotten 100 because just about every restaurant and just about every store.
Yeah, but we
does
picked
their own
ones
stuffy.
that we know, we like, that we know, that other people requested. So we went to the more like popular ones. So we're gonna see how they, go head to head.
That's right. It's the big taste test.
It
Which
is.
stuffy will reign supreme?
So we kind of decided that we're both going to do the same treatment all the way through. So for me, I'm only going to use butter. Nidia, you may use a combination. She has some lemon juice, some Red Hot, and she may use some combination thereof, but she's going to stick with it.
Yep, whatever I do to the first stuffy is what I'll do to the last.
Do to them all, and we'll see where they go. Some of them are small, some are big. So that's, I don't know, you'll see as we go.
And we'll tell you exactly where each stuffy comes from.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So,
our first one is ready to try. This one comes from Jack's Family Restaurant in Warren, Rhode Island.
Yep. Where
We
recently ate.
Yep. There's a review that will be coming out probably in another couple of weeks. But this is the Jack's stuffy.
It's one of the smaller ones on our collections, and that's why we brought it up first. We're warming all of them up, and as you can see, this one's steaming. She's warm.
Oh, it's good.
And
It's good. I'm gonna hit it with a little of the fake butter.
And I'm gonna eat right off the quahog.
Okay.
I'll use the butter as well. So, what is your treatment? You're gonna do it all?
Butter, a little lemon juice, and a drop or two of Frank's is what I'm gonna do to each stuffy. I don't know if that's a weird combination, but usually people do put a little butter, I think, and people do use a squirt of lemon.
Absolutely. Well, they give these things to you, like if you eat at the restaurant, they give you stuff to go with it. So. It's hot.
It's hot temperature-wise.
All right, so yeah, that was our first concern was making sure we didn't want to eat cold stuffies. So
This one's nice, it's perfect temperature.
this one's really good temperature. Yep. I see some little chunks in there. I see some chunks of pepper. I see some onion. Yeah, there's little. I'm looking for my little clam chunks in there. So,
I think the clam chunks are small, but the flavor of this particular stuffy is very good. It's definitely has some spice to it.
it's got a bit of spice to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a filling. It's a nice heavy filling type stuffing.
What this one does is it definitely uses very minced onion because I'm not crunching into onion.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking that they cut up the quahog very small.
It's cut very small.
But
Because
the
there's no-
flavor of the actual stuffing itself.
It's got a great. Oh, you know what? I'm eating a nice little chunk of quahog right now
Okay.
that I'm hitting inside there. But overall, it seems like it's smaller chunks. The flavor really comes through well.
Very
It's got a nice
concentrated.
little bit of heat. It's not spicy, but it's got some heat and good seasonings.
This one does not
Definitely-
have any meat in it. No shuri soli lisa, which sometimes
No,
they
sometimes
do.
you get. Yeah, this one's quahog.
But I will say,
But
I very much
overall,
like the flavor of this one.
I'm almost done eating this one.
Very
And,
good. I'm going to give this one an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same rating as well, just to see if there isn't really a 10 out there. But
All right.
we've tried lots of quahogs. An 8 is a good solid number for Jack's. Way to go.
We'll be back with the next. We're ready with the next stuffy. This one is
Kozy
from
Nook.
the Kozy Nook family restaurant in Westport. Another small one.
Yeah, another small size.
Another small sized stuffy. Ooh, nice and hot.
Nice and steamy.
Oh, it already looks different. I see chunks of
Do you
red
want more
pepper.
or you got enough?
I've got plenty.
All right, so
I see chunks
I
of
get the
red
quahog.
pepper in this one. And a
Now
little
this
green
one-
pepper.
Butter for me. You have to
Butter.
get that same treatment.
Lemon. And 2 drops of hot sauce. 1, 2, go.
That's how you treated it. There you go.
That's it. All right.
Okay.
I do see the little red chunks of what seems like Portuguese red pepper. Green, I see green pepper in here, bell pepper.
I am getting some little chunks of clam,
Bigger chunks of clam than the Jack's one.
but less seasonings. Not as spiced up as the other one. Is this one a little more dense to you? Like a little more compact? No?
Not to me. I think this one just isn't as seasoned. I think the other one is more savory.
Yeah, the other one has more spices to it. Once again, I don't see linguiça or chorizo, any of those things in here.
I definitely taste the green pepper in this one though.
So it may not be more dense, but the stuffing is very processed, like really chopped up in small. Cause
it's a wetter stuffing.
Very moist, absolutely. Good flavor, but I think Jack's won this round. To me, for this first early, yeah, I'm gonna go with a 6 on.
Oh,
I think Jack's really
Jack's
was
is
a
a
nice
better.
step up from.
I prefer the
Kozy
Jack's,
Nook.
but if I hadn't eaten the Jack's and I was eating this stuffy,
I eat it just fine.
I would eat it just fine.
Oh,
It's-
absolutely.
I don't think we're gonna get a bad stuffy, but I
No.
think I'm gonna give this one a 5. And you said you were giving it a 6.
I'm giving it a 6.
But this is a good stuffy. I just think the other one had a pizzazz to it.
It had more of a kick that you look for. See now, normally I would put the red hot on it, but I really wanted to try them closer to the true flavor. So I think by just sticking with a little butter and going through each one, there you go.
Very good though.
But, oh no. And I also know these are not expensive at Kozy Nook.
Very
So-
expensive.
Some places are much more so than these. These are inexpensive, well worth the money, and they taste pretty good. But, Jack's beat them out. So far, let's see how things go.
The next stuffy comes from Stop and Shop. And I have to say, I've had the Stop and Shop stuffies before. I don't think I've had one recently, but I know that I have bought these and I have enjoyed them. They're lighter and they're also a little bigger than the first two that we just tried.
And I like how they put like that parsley on top, and you really see some pepper, like some of that crushed
Wow, this
red
one-
pepper on there.
This one definitely has a lot of chunks in it that I hadn't noticed in the first
And
two.
yeah.
I see red pepper, I
Yeah,
see
parsley,
onion, and it looks like they spray some paprika over the top. And I'm gonna do
Likely.
exactly what I did.
And that shell was pretty hot.
It was the shell. Actually, these stuffies are good when they're hot, but hitting them with a little lemon juice does cool them down a bit.
Yeah, I like it. Hey, you know, if it melts the butter, you're
You're in
doing
good
good.
shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the butter melted up nice. But yeah, I do. I see a lot of things.
I have to say, our house smells heavenly though right now.
This is like there's a nice big chunk of clam right there, little neck. So
I see clam, I see green pepper, I see red pepper, onion.
and it's fairly light. It's a bigger chunk of stuff. It's not more so much of a processed stuffing. It's less chopped up.
It's definitely got more chew factor. You're crunching into more things.
But you know
in the
what?
Stop and Shop.
But Jack's had more flavor.
You're right.
You know what? I've only eaten these ever like by themselves. Gotten it from Stop and Shop and just eaten one.
I thought they were delicious. You know what I'm tasting too much of now? Green pepper.
Too much of that pepper.
It's a little unbalanced.
And it's a little bland aside from that. So it's nice that it has the good clam chunks and the other, you know, like I said, a touch of paprika comes through. But it loses it on the overall seasoning. I'm gonna keep this one a 6 as well. I'm not. Jack's has definitely been the one to compare against, which I'm glad we
I
started
actually
there.
don't like the Stop and Shop as much as I've liked the first two.
Oh, you
So
think
I'm
you
going
go-
to give this Stop and Shop one. It's a little too green peppery for me, or maybe it's just a piece.
This one here, I wish I could really get you to see it, but has a lot of red pump pepper chunks from what I'm seeing.
It does.
Yep. And that helps the flavor, but I think you really need more seasonings put into it. And the salt level's kind of low. It's not very salty at all, and I like the taste of salt in things. So yeah, I'll stick with the 6, but
So you're basically saying
I'm giving it
that's
the
as
6.
good as the Kozy Nook?
because of nice chunks of clam that I had in there. And which you really, I mean, if you get a stuffed quahog and it's missing that, so far the thing that surprised me is that none of them have had the meat. They've just been little necks or really chopped up. There's been no linguiça anywhere or chorizo.
Okay.
So we'll see. We're gonna come back on the next one.
We're
Okay.
back with the next stuffy in the competition here. This one is really nicely sized.
It's pretty big.
It's got a big scoop of stuffing on it.
It's actually a surprise entry. I was getting coney dogs at a Nick's coney dog place, and they happen to have Stuffies, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try them. So
this Stuffy comes from Dirty Nick's in Fall River,
Dirty
right?
Nick's, as known, although really, respectfully,
everyone
this was
loves that
actually
place.
Nick's Junior.
Nick's
So this is
Junior.
their second location that they had opened up. And they make two versions. They make this one, which is the hot version, and they make a mild version of it. So as I'm digging into this, there we go. You can barely see it, I know.
Oh, this has big hunks of
Chunks
clams.
of linguiça.
Oh, but look at the size of this clam.
And a chunk of a clam. See, so they're both nice
Wow.
big. There's chunks in there. So let's see how spicy it is. This is their hot one.
That's the biggest piece of clam or quahog that I've eaten out of all of these Stuffies so far.
And this one's hot in temperature.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree. I just had a nice big piece of the linguiça.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's my water. There's a lot of flavor. They added
The
a lot of.
linguiça adds a different flavor. There's almost like a sweet tomatoey kind of mix in here. Maybe it's the pepper that they use,
Maybe.
or the hot sauce that they use. There's definitely a lot going on in here, though.
This tastes like I put a little red hot on it. I wonder if they put red hot in it.
Maybe that's it, because I said there was a...
Because it tastes like I added some red hot.
Oh, I did add red hot to mine, but you can sometimes tell that when you add the linguiça or the red hot, the color gets a little more red, and this one is a lot redder.
This one has the red already. Oh look, I took it out. Look at the size of that chunk of clam. I mean, it's a big chunk of clam here.
Well, they called this the spicy one. It's spicy.
It's got some spice to it. Yeah. Actually, that's kind of nice. You don't really need to add anything
No, you don't.
to get that little kick. And
It definitely has a hot sauce in it, but I can't quite tell which kind.
so the question is, does this flavor, is it bring it to a higher ranking? Is it even better?
I don't think this is better than Jack's because all I taste is pepper more than anything else.
I'm going to agree with that. But I'm thinking that even though it's it has a lot of that spice,
I like the linguiça in it.
I like that it has the linguiça, it has beautiful chunks. I'm going to give this one an 8 as well. I'm going to give this equal to Jack's. Although different, but equal. You know what?
I'm giving this one a solid 7 because I like the spice. And I do agree that they really were nice chunks of clams, and I like the linguiça.
And lastly, it was big. There was a lot of size.
I don't know how much it costs compared to the others, but you
But
picked it
you
up.
definitely got your money's worth. Oh no, it wasn't expensive. Yeah. So
Nick's, didn't expect it. This one's solid.
it's a solid stuffy. Yeah. Very pleased. Thanks, Nick. All right. So we are back with this one has come from LePages Seafood, which was also on our request.
Very big.
It's very good size.
And you can tell that this is a much chunkier, which means, basically it means they're working with bigger hunks of bread and they don't wet it as much and get the bread
They don't
consistency
grind
down
it
to
down
that.
so much. Yeah.
Definitely lumpier, nice golden color, and
Now, way in the past, we've had these and liked them.
I can't believe how big
There's
this
still
is. Look at the size
a
of
lot
that
left to
stuffy.
that
It looks like a
stuffy.
muffin.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit on there. So,
Some butter, a little lemon. I do remember liking these, but we haven't tried one for a couple of years, I think.
now, when we got this, we just got it and brought it home, put it aside like the rest. Big, huge chunks of clam, little neck. Big pieces of pepper. There's a big piece of like green pepper on this one. hot in the way of like the one we had from Nick's. It doesn't have that kind of heat in there. But it really has huge, like very chunky stuffing, very chunky meats. The peppers, I mean, are almost fingernail size. They're big.
I think a little too big. Wow, look at that.
That's a big piece of clam right
Wow,
there.
that looks like an entire clam. This tastes really good though.
Good flavor. Great portion-wise. If you were ordering this, you're gonna get a good portion.
I'm getting full just from eating a little bit of so many different ones.
But you know what? It's also really soft. With the way it's not like so condensed, I guess, or dense. It's
I think
very
it's still
tender.
it's a little green peppery for me, which is why I gave the the Stop and Shop one, but it was better than Stop and Shop. I'm gonna give this one a 6. How about you?
I like the style of the stuffing. I'm not getting too much on the green pepper. I love that they have nice real chunks. No linguiça though, no meat again, just clam. I think this would be a winner if it had the linguiça, but as is, a 7.
Okay, this is LePages Seafood and Grill in Westport, Massachusetts, and 7 and a 6 from us.
Okay,
Solid.
and we're off to the next round. Once again.
Here's another one the size of a softball.
It really is.
Look at that, massive.
This is Amaral's Market in Fall River. That was also mentioned by one of our viewers that saw, some of our little cooking stuff. Now she's giving me all of this, which is a lot.
I'm getting full, folks. Don't let the size fool you. You can only have so much of this.
But I'm taking a nice serving. I just need butter with it.
It's right here. See, I can't believe it's not butter.
Yes, it's not real butter.
And
It's spray butter.
this one definitely has a crustier top. I don't know if it's just because it spent a little more time in the oven than some of our others.
It's got a dark orangey color.
Yeah, you can tell it's got a lot of paprika.
God, from Amaral's Market. I wouldn't be surprised if there was Goya in there.
Maybe. Definitely a little bit of green pepper, but it's diced very finely.
And some red.
And also cut.
Also very small.
I'm looking at the cross section.
I'm getting some quahog chunks in there. Some actual.
No, right here, see?
Yep. Like, nice quahog chunk there. So.
It's a good quahog. But has a slight more fishy taste to it than some of the others.
I wonder if they're using a lot of the clam juice
Maybe.
from the quahogs. That would do it.
It doesn't quite have as much of the savory overall as the Jacks does, though. This is good.
It's a good quahog. It's got nice chunks of
It has some
lamb in
spice,
it.
but not
It's
heat.
got some spice. Definitely, like I said, more on the milder seasoning side.
I like it.
I do like it, and size for value-wise, this is a cheap, inexpensive quahog, and they give you a ton.
Yeah, I think
They really.
this is a solid, great value, great tasting
Yeah,
quahog.
I'm going with a 7.
I think I'm going to agree with you and also give this one a, well, I gave Nick's a 7, and Nick's I think was better because I like the spice.
Yeah.
Maybe what I'll do is, I'll tie this one with Nick's. This one
tie
is, yeah.
And
you
I
gave it a
think
7?
it's fair to tie it for value, if nothing else.
And how about
Right.
you?
Yeah, I'm 7 as well. So it's
One
just
quahog left.
one to go, and she's a big one too.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at this beauty. The only one in the Challenger, the taste test, with a top shell and a bottom shell. This is big. This one is from McGovern's.
And she's steaming.
Oh, she's steaming, but look at the size of this. Again, right up there, if not bigger than the one from...
Easily as big as Amarals.
Yeah, very big. Now, before I even take a piece or a bite, I can see...
Green peppers.
And a little bit of red pepper.
Red pepper.
Oh, it feels really soft and nice. Oh, wow, look at this texture. Very, very soft, very, very moist. Definitely not the chunky type, except for the peppers.
The moistness is definitely because it uses a top shell.
Definitely.
It keeps the moisture. Now, when we make ours, the old family recipe from my side of the family, it's always done in a full quahog, top and bottom shell. It was never done with just the bottom shell. So I think that's a preference. Do you like it to get more crisp, or do you want it to stay more moist?
I like it moist myself.
Personally, I like it moist with that crisp edge going around between the two shells.
Which most do.
Yep.
All right, this is the last one, and I am thankful to be reaching the end. I'm getting stuffied out. Never thought I'd be stuffied out because stuffies are one of those things everyone loves.
Yeah. But once you've had 7, the sample.
Oh, this one's so moist, it's almost like creamy.
Yeah.
It's delicious. Mmm. This one stands out just from the first bite.
Wow.
It's so well
Big
balanced.
chunks in there. Nice big chunks in there.
But what a
the
job.
The flavor is very good.
The flavor's outstanding. It's
Very well
bursting.
seasoned.
Bursting with flavor.
And much more moist than any. Nothing else was anywhere near on the inside moist.
Everything in here is working. It does have the slight crunch on the edge from the part of the clam that
was
getting closed.
exposed.
The moistness inside makes this just like, almost like a velvety stuffing.
Wow. Hey McGoverns, you just got a 9. The last one, I guess we saved the best for last because you guys nailed it. That is a beautiful quahog.
That is one of the best stuffed quahogs I think I've ever eaten, and I've never had McGoverns.
I've never had a McGoverns before.
Wow.
And very impressed. Yeah, 9 all day. Absolutely.
You know what? That's the best one we've had
Because
today.
there must be a better quahog somewhere out there.
Yeah. But from the 7 that we tasted, this one to me stands out, and Jack's is definitely right behind it.
Right behind it, number 2. Absolutely. I mean, and the rest kind of fell where they lay. Do we have a number 3 runner-up? What was that number 3?
The number 3 runner-up was the combination of the 2 of us together scoring it would be Nick's.
Nick's. Right behind. So it went McGoverns, Jack's, Nick's.
So
there we go.
If you're wondering where to get 3 outstanding stuffies, definitely Jack's Family Restaurant, Warren. Kozy Nook didn't make the top 3, but that was also a very good one.
And the supermarkets held their own and guaranteed very likely to be the best price.
So in order of our taste test, it would be McGovern's, Jack's, and then Nick's Jr.
And then Nick Jr.
But I'll tell you what, you can't go wrong with any of these stuffies, and my feeling is that wherever you get a stuffie in southeastern Mass, Rhode Island, it's going to be delicious.
Yes.
But there's definitely some that rise to the top and totally nail it.
Yeah.
For our palates.
And I guess my old great-grandmother was onto something, keeping that double shell, keep it in there, keep that moisture inside, because the moisture is what brought this to the next level.
And the size of the quahog, it melted in your mouth.
It's soft.
It wasn't chewy, this is a wonderful, wonderful quahog. Hats off to you, McGovern's Family Restaurant. I'd go back just for this.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Although we really enjoyed our meal there too.
And you'll see the review coming up soon.
Family food, nice comfort food. That was a great place.
So that brings us to the end today. Thank you for going on this tasting journey.
Thank you, everyone.
For the stuffies. For those of you who asked us to do the stuffies, we're probably going to have to do a second round because there's too many more stuffies to taste. And I know we're going to do a second round of the chow mein sandwiches shortly as well.
And absolutely, please, someone that, if you got a stuffy out there you like,
Let
that
us
we
know.
did not try here, please. Yeah, let us know.
And till we eat again and taste again, thank you for watching and see you soon. Thank you.
See you soon. Duane and Nidia, Food Travel Fun.